Hello guys, today I'm gonna talk to you about a series of things that you can do to make the world a better place, very small changes in your lifestyle, and why recycling is not as good as it appears. This is part of the response to Raul's challenge of explaining what I did to make the world a better place, but it's also part of my own personal projects that I've been doing in the past few days. So without further ado, welcome to Victorville. Now, I know what you're thinking. Recycling is good, Robin. How can you say that it's not good? And you're completely right. Whenever you use something, the best thing that you can do is probably recycling it because it makes it be usable again. It makes it not be wasted, not go to trash, and that's right. However, recycling itself is not so innocent. Recycling takes a lot of energy and a lot of resources, and also puts a lot of pollution. For doing it, if you really think about it, it's a process where you have to take this matter and then dissolve it, make it into something that's usable again, and then using that materials to into another product. So it's a long process that also consumes a lot of energy, and that is not that good in reality. However, once you have bought something, the best thing to do might be recycling it, just so that no more things are used to produce new articles. In some cases, you can compost things, which is even better because they go directly to nature, and although you can't use them again, you're not causing any more pollution by putting them there. However, that's not the ultimate solution. That should be the last resource. What we should try to do is to reduce our waste. So try to buy less things that you don't actually need, or in general, because many people use recyclable things just because they make them feel better about themselves. They feel like they're doing something good by using those products, by encouraging usage of recyclable things, because they're not harming the environment. They're even if 100% of those things were recycled, or even better, composted, they would still be using a lot of resources to make them, and cutting a lot of trees, producing a lot of pollution in producing them in the first place. So that's something that you should keep into consideration all the time. So paper cups are one of the worst things that we're experiencing these days, because they appear to be so innocent, yet people use them every day, all day. When they go to work, they buy Starbucks, and then when they come back, they buy another, and they all go to waste. And most of them aren't actually recyclable because, especially for the ones that are made for warm beverages, they're covered with plastic, polyethylene mostly, just so that the paper doesn't get soaked. So adding this kind of plastic prevents them from being recyclable. So each year in the United States, to produce all the paper cups that we use, it's required to cut down 32 million trees, and to waste a billion liters of water, which is clearly a lot and should not be necessary, since there are a lot of alternatives. Simply, you can take your own cup everywhere. I mean, I did that today. I went to Starbucks, which is like 2 blocks away, which is crazy, and I got myself some nice mocha with whipped cream and everything. And sure, it might seem kind of funny to walk around town with a mug with dinosaurs, but it's still good for you, for the environment, for everyone. It's actually cheaper because they give you a discount if you bring your own cup at Starbucks. I think that's a worldwide initiative, but they don't really talk much about it for some reason. So yeah, there's a lot of ways just to reduce waste whenever you can. I saw that a lot in Mexico. It's crazy. I didn't remember it to be that bad. Like, they give you bags for everything, even if you don't ask them to give you a bag. Even if you ask them not to give you a bag, they will still give it to you sometimes. And you can really cut down on that stuff, and you can cut down a lot of stuff. That another thing that I've been doing lately to do something good for the world is, every time I buy something that I don't really need but I want to have, I've started to donate the same amount of money that I would spend on that thing to charity, mostly to the World Food Bank that distributes food to places where they really need it. sometimes that actually deters me from buying the thing because I feel like I've already spent enough money that day. And if I do decide to buy the thing, I still feel like I did my part, I did something good, and I'm not just spending something on myself that is not really necessary. One thing that has been having me thinking a while is what should I do about books? Because there's this book by Kant where he talks about the categorical imperative that I really, really want to buy, and I really want to have it physically and to read it because just reading the pages is a different experience. But I can't really have one of those books and still be talking about reducing the waste as much as I can because I don't really need that book. I could have it an ebook and read it on my phone. It would probably be more practical. I would finish it quicker because I could read it anywhere at any time that I want. So I think I'm gonna buy it that way, even though uh, it's sometimes more fun to read a book physically. So yeah, I think that's basically it for today. I also want to share with you some songs that have been important to me in the past 7 days. I think I will do this regularly now. So first of them is a song called New York Groove. The original is by Hello, but there's also a version by Ace Frehley, who is part of the band Kiss. Another one is Secret for the Mad by Dodie. I guess you know who she is. And this version of Hey Jude by Wilson Pickett and Dwayne Allman. That's also a very different version from the Beatles. It's the same song, but it's very different. It hits you in the face. It's really worthwhile to listen to it. And yeah, I think that's it. My songs are on this YouTube list that I have on my other channel. It's called Music for Now. My other channel is linked in the description too. Challenge time. For your next video, guys, I want you to write a small story, a non-fiction story, but describe it creatively and vividly to me, just 30 seconds or less. And I'll see you next time.